Hello my friends, and welcome to another Jason video episode. It's been a while since I've presented here, so I thought I would share something with you today, a formula that you can use to help change your life. And it's about taking 100% responsibility for your life and for your actions. And especially now in this troubled time where there's been a lot of stuff going on, in particular with the US elections, and it's affecting many people across the world. I've sensed on my Facebook page there's lots of anger, lots of animosity, lots of division, and I think it's time that we just take some steps back and start to take responsibility for our own lives. And the formula is E plus R equals O, and that is event plus your response equals the outcome. And I'm not going to go into say that, that when life throws us curveballs and sometimes we have to deal with it, and I'm not going down the karma track and saying that, that was meant to happen, you were meant to get that due to what you'd done previously. I'm not going down that track at all. I'm going down that life does throw us curveballs, and it is going to be how we deal with it that determines our outcome. And I'd like to give you an example of that, and something that I shared a while back on my channel. However, probably when it first began, and I don't know if many people saw it, but it's time to you guys know some of me and my personal story. And you see, life was not always like this for me. Life was not always about presenting on YouTube and leading a peaceful life. In fact, my life was far from peaceful 15-20 years ago, and I went through a really massive self-destructive stage in my life where I went into drugs. I abused drugs, whether that be ecstasy, MDMA, ice, the whole works. And alcohol. Totally abused myself, and sexual partners. My door was like a revolving door of sexual partners. Total self-abuse and destruction. And I went through a path, and my health just started to deteriorate, and I went to the doctors to get a health check, and he took some blood tests, and he said, look, I'm going to give you an HIV test as well. And I thought, I've got nothing to worry about there, so go on, you might as well throw that in. And he did that, and this was back in 2005, Remembrance Day, the 11th, how could I forget that date? And he told me the news that I was in fact HIV positive. At that moment, my life sank. It was like something just opened up, and I fell down into darkness. However, when I got home, I came home and I sang a song, and it was called Stand Tall. I don't know if you've heard it. I love this song. Stand tall, don't you fall. Don't know if you've heard that, but it gave me hope. Now, I'm not saying it was all light all the way. I went through a lot of darkness, but I decided that I was living with this, and I had to change this, and I had to change the thought of what HIV meant to me. And because I know that it stands for Human Immunodeficiency Virus. And I decided from that point I was not going to live with deficient title, label, because that's all it is. Because I wasn't deficient, at least I didn't feel it. So I changed it to living here in vitality. I am living here in vitality. And I would go down the beach and I would chant it, I am living here in vitality, here in vitality. And it made sense, because when I started to speak it, I realized that I was alive and I was living here in vitality. And so, you see, the event happened. The response was to change it and to make it into something positive for myself. And the outcome is now. And it's a gift that I need to give now to the world, because I feel good. I feel overflowing with peace and love, and it's my turn to share that with the world. And that brings me to this present moment. This is the outcome. I'm healthy, I'm happy, and I'm living here in vitality because it's my choice. It's my choice of this outcome. And it's also my choice of the outcome too that's been going on with the election process that you're no doubt well aware of, that with this anger and division. It's my choice now to step back from that, to meditate more often, to bring peace into my life, and to be as present as much as I can. And what can I contribute to the world? I'm no control over the event, but I've got control over my response. So guys, always remember that. Just remember that formula whenever things are thrown at you. It's like, okay, how will you respond? How can this event and your response change your life? I wish you guys well, as always, and I hope you're still enjoying the sleep music, the guided meditations. There'll be another guided meditation to follow very soon. It's coming up next week, so stay tuned for that. And as always, guys, much love to you. Okay, take care, and I wish you the best. Bye-bye.